something.
It look kind of blurry. Just wipe it off.
Yeah. Good. Alright, Shalom, Michael, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
We'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect, teach word, and our true faith and sincerity. And yeah, as you can see, the title of the lesson on the seriousness of the scriptures, man. You know, because this truth pretty much is meant to preserve us from the said perils, man. See, this Bible pretty much is can you get some matter of fact, get Ezekiel 2 and I think it's towards the last verse a little bit, I believe. Yeah, this Bible pretty much is the most glorious book ever, man. You know, because 9 times out of 10 you can just randomly go to a scripture and it's talking about destruction, man. You know? And the Lord pretty much extended his hand by way of getting us this knowledge. You know, that's a form of mercy, man. See, this is what's going to keep us stable in that day, man. Because a lot of people going to fall apart, you know, when these things in the scriptures is starting to come to life, man, which they are, but the people's not going to acknowledge it until it's on full blast, man. You gotta go out.
This the book of Ezekiel 2 and verse 9. It says, when I look, behold, and it's like it says, and when I looked, behold, and hand was sent unto me, lo, a roll of a book was therein.
See, a roll of a book, which this is a book. This is a collection of books, but now it's rolled into one book now, man. You know, you gotta.
Verse 10, and he spread it before me, and it was written within and without.
See, within and without. So guess what? Is some on this page, some on the other page. It was written within and without. Keep going.
It was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentation and mourning and woe.
See, all these things is about to come to the planet Earth, man, because it's written therein. See, these are the words of Yahweh Shai, man. You know, and us clinging on to this knowledge, that's what's going to preserve us. See, this being in this truth, just like choosing life, man. You know, instead of death. You know, you got something.
Yeah, kind of. This is the book of Isaiah 34, verse 16. It says, seek ye out the book of the Lord and read. None of these shall fail, and none shall want her mate.
See, none of these shall fail. Meaning what? None of these prophecies is actually in that chapter. It tells you all the discretion that's about to come to this place. And then Ezekiel said that none of these is going to fail. The Lord, he's not going to let none of his words hit the floor, you want to call it. All his words is going to come to pass, man. It's not like the angel that had the seven vials say, Lord, I didn't get a chance to pour all of it out. Or he's going to say, you know what, I forgot it in the heavens. I got to go back and get it. No, man. It's going to come to pass when the Lord said it's going to come to pass, man. You know, and we in that season now where all hell is about to break loose, man. You know, the whole planet Earth is on fire. But once he hit America, once he come in its perfection, you know, this is what's going to keep us sane in this day, man. In that day, man. You know, this is what's going to keep us stable in this day, man. You got something?
Just to finish it up, it says, none of these, none shall want her mate. For my mouth have commanded, and his spirit have gathered them.
See? It says his mouth had commanded, meaning what the prophecies is. The prophets are calling, you know, breaking the scriptures down. Mouth had commanded, so we getting the precepts telling you that the Lord, because the precept is a commandment, we getting the precepts telling you that the Lord is about to destroy America, man. You know, you finna get something. Yeah, I got something real quick. This is Deuteronomy 30 and 15. It says, see, I have set before thee this day life and good and death and evil. See? And how did the Lord set that day? because it's going to be a fork in the road by the way you come across this truth, man. See, you really got to have the gift of faith within you, you know, which that comes from your Yahweh Shai to believe on this, man. You know, and if you believe on it, then guess what? This is pretty much you choosing life, man. Which that's your Yahweh Shai. You know, matter of fact, I got something too. You got something out?
Yeah, kind of. I'm looking for it.
All right, yeah, this is I think it's Proverbs 8, I believe. Proverbs 8. Let's see. This is Proverbs. Proverbs 8, and I started. I started 32. It said, "Now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways." See, hearken unto the Lord, hearken unto Yahweh Shai. How did you do that? By pretty much listening to his men, man. You know. Was you start with the apostles and elders, you know, going thoroughly through the scriptures and making the thing clear as day, precept upon precept. That's you hearkening unto the Lord, man. You know, because we are an extension of the Lord, man. It says, "Hear instructions and be wise and refuse it not." Yeah, because this truth it has what you want to call it restraints, or you want to call it It's discipline involved, man. Those are instructions, man. So you can't just do whatever the hell you want, man. You know, this because it leads to life. You know, we got the law says, man, ain't like the Lord said, hey, you know what? If he eat crab, it's okay. No, man. You don't supposed to eat none of that, man. And that's the idea of spirit. Certain things you just don't supposed to do is a different walk of life. See, being a Hebrew Israelite is not just prophesying. We got we still you know, grow our beards. We eat certain foods. You know, we celebrating different feast days. You know what I mean? Solemn assemblies.
It's a whole change of life.
Yeah, that's it.
You throw away that old man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep.
You got out.
And that's the reason, like Paul does, there was a process of getting back to being an Israelite. You know, those different steps, those different situations that came up to, okay, this is how you're supposed to deal with it. Because we just came from being heathens, man. You know? So it said, "Hear instruction and be wise and refuse it not. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my door." See? So we hearing the Lord and we watching daily, being what we prophesying, man. You know, that's what the prophets do. They be at the gates, you know, watching, well, really prophesying, man. You know? And what they prophesying about? The discretion, man. The different hell, the different evils that's about to come on the planet Earth, man. You know? So guess what? Once this message, you come across this message, you know, if you don't have that gift of faith when you hear it, guess what? You pretty much you chose death rather than life. Because Yahweh said, "The words I speak unto you, the spirit and life." That ain't just talking about just that line he was talking about, man. They're talking about the scriptures as a whole, because this book embodies Yahweh, man. See, it says, "For whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord." See? "But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death." Meaning what? If you hate this message, you know, the true understanding of the scriptures, you love death, man. You know? And that's the seriousness of it, man. Because it said this gospel got to be preached throughout the world. Well, guess what? If you've seen the signs, you ran across the county, you just drove past, and you seen the signs, and you just chose death rather than life when you just ride past it, man. You know, you got something.
Yeah, this is the book of Proverbs 13 and verse 13. "Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed."
See, he ain't said whoever did something physical. They just despise the word, and they gonna die for that, man. See, this is how serious the Lord is, man. Because the Lord is pretty much warning you about where this man about the things that's about to come, man. So if you just even saying, "Yeah, the Lord is so-called black man," well, guess what? Now it's up to you to forward that message, man.
Is it?
You know, you don't have everybody's a prophet, but you also have helps, you know, and you have the ears too, man.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, so if you cling on to this word, you have now we got a 50-50 chance now, man. You know, that's how gracious Yahweh Shema Shai is, man. Lord, what do we make it, man? You know, you got something else.
Just to finish it off, it says, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
See, he that feareth the commandment, meaning what? What is it? That's that was singular, right? Which is doing the work, man. That's the commandment, man. You know. So if you fear, I mean, if you despise it, guess what? You're gonna be destroyed. You know, you got something else?
Yeah, kind of just a bad deal on some choosing life and death. This is the book of Proverbs 2 and verse 8. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, he layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly.
See, he's a buckler to them that walk. See, the Lord is the one that's going to keep us stable. He's keeping us stable now, man. You know, how much more in that time? See, in that time, we ain't going to have no choice but to trust in Yahweh Shai, man. There's nothing carnal that's going to maybe not. It ain't like you can go and turn a basketball game on that time, man, and get your mind. No, it's just going to be straight here, and Yahweh Shai guiding us through that hell, man.
Is it?
You know, when that fire get really crunk up, when that chip get mandated, man. You know, all these things about to come. It's not like this is going to be every week, man. One day, all this is going to stop, man. You know, one day all these things are going to stop, man. You know, and us having this truth is pretty much like the safe haven. Matter of fact, you continue on that and get this real quick.
Kind of continue on in verse 8. He says, he keepeth the path of, so I can continue on in Proverbs 2 and verse 8. He says, he keepeth the path of judgment and preserve the way of his saints. And if I just add on that, like you said, Lord, he's gonna keep us. He's gonna keep us. I'm saying those days, man. You know, Isaiah 33 and 6, man. Wisdom not shall be the stability of our times. And how's that gonna keep us stable, man? Putting the things that we learn in the scripture, putting it to action, man.
Yep.
You know.
See it.
You got it?
Yeah. This is Proverbs 18 and 10. The name of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, is a strong tower.
Yep.
The righteous runneth into it and is safe. And yeah, and guess what? And dealing with that name. That's not just talking about the name itself. That comes about what comes behind the name as well, man. You know, this the true, honest, the doctrine of Yahweh Shema Shai that say Lord, Lord, because they ain't teaching Lord, Lord. They ain't teaching the true Yahweh Shema Shai, man.
Teach another Amashiach, man.
Yeah, that's it. You know, so the name of the Lord, which is, you know, the name Yahweh Shema Shai. And what comes behind it is there's knowledge, man. You know, that's that safe haven, man. You know, because once you just say you go to a concentration camp, well, you're not gonna fall apart. You're gonna have a sound mind that day, because you can say, well, the Lord said he did Daniel like this, and what happened to Daniel? The different apostles, you know, they got locked up, and what happened? You know, the scripture said the Lord's gonna set up a standard. These different marvelous things the Lord's about to do, he's going to put us in situations just so he can show us his power, man.
Is it? I got
okay.
It's the book of Romans 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things there was when before time were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Yeah, and you see why I said comfort? Because guess what? And then it's going to be a day of distress, man. People that's why they're gonna fall apart. You know, you talking that last game, you 280, and you gonna fall apart. You've been living out all these years, and it happens. Now you got some big dead nigga on the street, man, because he wasn't prepared, you know, for the things to come. Why? Because he didn't hearken unto Yahweh Shai, man, the words of the Lord, man. You know what I mean? So that's this is you have to be at a sense of urgency. You know, when it comes down to this word, man. Matter of fact, because this is a trumpet.
Is it?
This is a trumpet, man. You know, you got something.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 1. It says, behold, speak in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
See, the words of prophecy, and guess what? This is the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. He said He's gonna put in our mouth. So this is not our message, man. This is the message of the Lord, man. Yahweh Shema Shai. See, He's the one that's telling sending the death threats, man. We telling you the Lord is going. The Lord this, the Lord that. That's what we saying, man. Yahweh Shema Shai, man. And that's how his name is going to be once again established on the earth. We telling you the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to do this. And when it does, you're going to be like, you know what? It was Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You ain't going to have no choice in that day but to say, you know what? It was him, man. You know, keep going.
Continuing on, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
See, that's their book again. It was written in paper, and they are faithful and true. These different prophecies, they ain't going to fail, man.
Is it?
These things about to come. When it said a day like no other, that day is coming, man. This ain't nothing that you can take light and you just, throw your t-shirt and fringes on and think we're going to cruise into the kingdom, man. This we are in serious times, man. Esau, Edom, the Lord's about to use Esau one last time, man. And it ain't like it. We dealing with musket guns now. We dealing with electric dogs, these different eaters. This devil is about to pretty much pull out, his little bag of tricks on us, man.
If I may, Esau, he was blessed with the sword, man.
Yep, that's it.
He's going to show you, like, the AK-47. Now, this ain't nothing compared to the weapons that Esau got today, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You got something?
This the book of
actually, you still holding that Seriousness 15?
I still got it.
Okay, alright, hold on to that too,
right.
Bubba Shot.
Let me go, I can get this real
quick.
Yeah,
you got it.
It's the book of Ezekiel 3 and verse 17. It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman of the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word in my mouth and give them warning from me.
See, give them warning from me. So we want you from Yahweh Shemel Shah. Like we say, Esau come, but who is Esau being controlled by? Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. I tell you that he don't bear the sword in vain. See, the Lord didn't just get the so-called white man and he got the sword. No, he don't bear it in vain, man. That's the left hand of the Lord, man.
Is it?
Keep going.
That's it. We can go back to Ezekiel 3. We can go back to 2nd Ezra. Continue on Ezekiel 3.
Yeah, I think that was it on Ezekiel 3, I believe, was it?
Yeah, kind of.
Because we just wanted you from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. See, the Lord is about to do these things, man. Because ultimately, once he get through using the sword, he's going to take him out. He's going to take Esau out, man. Go back to 2nd Ezra 15.
Start where I left off here.
Yeah.
This is 2nd Ezra 15, verse 3. It says, Fear not their imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
See, that unbelief of what? The words that's within this book, man. Because guess what? There is certain chapters that talk about the kingdom. But that's not the majority of the scriptures, man. The majority of the scriptures is talking about privacy and discretion, man. That's why I said it's filled within and without lamentations, mournings, and woe. You can close your eyes and just pick a random chapter. Desolation, wasted, you know what I mean? That's what you want to get throughout the scriptures, man. Which is all to build up to the day of the Lord, man. See, in the day of the Lord, it ain't like going to be just some ordinary day and the Lord's just going to pop out. No, man, it's going to be deep distress, all hell, and when the Lord comes, it's going to be like the record scratch. Everybody stop and they look at Yahweh Shai, man. That's the time that we're coming into. You got to
Continuing on, it says, Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
See, because they don't believe. They don't think these things are coming down. And they do it by way of their actions. They'll say, yeah, this and that, but by their actions, they don't believe, man. They're not preparing themselves for the hell that's coming. They're not preparing for the return of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You got it.
Verse 4, it says, For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
You see how bad just believing on the word is? You're going to die if you don't believe. What happened with Noah? That was the coldest era. You know what I mean? That's why the Lord had to reiterate in the days of Noah. Because it wasn't no gray areas. You're going to believe it or not.
Is it?
And it was something that was not ever seen. It was foreign to the people that it was going to rain, because it never did rain. When we're telling you that the whole country is going to be destroyed by nuclear fire, man. You can't see that.
It's far-fetched.
It's far-fetched. And you give a number of the missiles, then you say, why are you still here? Well, we're going to tell you, it's about where the chariots, and it's out there. Just like Noah said, it's going to rain, the whole planet Earth is going to flood. You gotta help me build this ship. Because it ain't like I'm going to build it and I want everybody to get on. No. You had to be a part of that building. Yeah, I mean, to you got to get your room, build your room and all that. But guess what? They didn't harken, man. So there was enough seats left in that ark, man. And once they find it right, once they get it on there, you get on your raindrop, you look up. You know what I mean? And now it's water coming up from the ground, and now that's it. And people fell apart just because they didn't hear the message of Noah, them words. Yeah, I mean, you got something?
Yeah, this is the book of Romans 3 and verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?
So if you don't believe, does this going to stop all hell coming to this place? Is that going to stop America being destroyed? Because I guess a question mark. So if you didn't believe, is that going to stop these different prophecies from coming to pass? Keep going.
Verse 4, the Most High forbid.
So no, man. The Lord is still going to destroy this place, man. All hell is still coming here, man. And just the simplest thing is believing. You know what I mean? Clinging on to this word is what's going to preserve you, man. You know? Keep going.
It says, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar.
See, meaning what? Get the precepts to bag up your statement. And that's what we do, man. We're telling you the Lord is going to destroy man. Revelation 18, Revelation 17, Jeremiah 49, 50, 51. Yeah, I mean, that's saying the Most High is going to be true, man.
Is it?
You know? Because it's he ain't like, you know what, I ain't going to destroy it. No, man, the Lord is not going to renege it. It's already written. And it already happened. Why you think the prophets wrote it down? Because it already happened, man.
Is it?
You know, now we just letting it play out now. You know, before you was in there to watch Endgame had to be written. Now we watching it. You see what I'm saying? You know, you got it a lot.
Oh yeah, continuing on, as it is written, that thou mayest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
See, because it's not of our own words, man. See, it said when they are judged. See, we ain't judging us. You gonna judge the scriptures, man. If you line up with the scriptures, we ain't using our own opinion. It's the words of Yahweh Shem Shai, man.
Is it?
You know, you got to watch.
Then you go back to the second Ezra.
Yeah, go to that second Ezra. Yeah, read that last line you just had.
Yeah, come this second Ezra 15 and 4 again. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
See, because they didn't believe, man. That's how serious this thing. You know, just believe it. Yeah, I mean, okay, well, America ain't gonna be. You don't believe America is not gonna be destroyed. Well, okay, you're gonna die, man, in your unfaithfulness, man. This is the most wickedest kingdom ever erected, man. You don't think ain't nothing gonna happen to this place, man? And the Lord ain't just gonna give a swift death where you just gonna go out like the Babylonians just in one night, everybody just get taken. No, it's gonna be a slow and painful process of how this place going down by the way these different plagues, you know, coming here, man.
Is it?
Famine, you got
It's already going down right now.
Yeah,
man.
that's it.
Slowly but surely, you keep on chopping wood, and it gets to the point when the tree just can't hang up no more, man.
That's it.
You know,
different plays. Oh, it actually keep going on that. Yeah.
This on 2 Ezra 15 and 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I'll bring plagues upon the world.
See, this is the word. This is the words of prophecy. What he say? He's going to bring plagues upon the world. See, people don't want to hear that, man. People don't want to hear that the discretion and famine and cannibalism, all these things is coming, man. You know, just the sudden thing is believing that these things is coming, man. This is going to preserve you, and believe on the one who's doing it. How about you? I'm trying to believe the same one that's doing it is going to preserve you from these things, man. You know, you got to
continuing on, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
See, this is what's coming on the planet Earth, man. Especially here in America. Once you get here in America, you know, hey, man, that's a wrap, man. See, you got to have the Spirit of the Lord on you in that day, man. You know, that's why I tell you, neither doubt, don't be afraid of these things. You know, because guess what? It's going to be a time where you going to be afraid. You know what I mean? The Lord just gave us the overview of what's going on, but the details, man, it's going to be crazy out there, man.
Is it?
You know, and just having the words, how about Shema Shah is the one that's going to keep us stable, man. You know what I mean? You got it, the walk.
Yeah, continuing on, at verse 6, it says, "For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hopeful works are fulfilled."
See? Yeah, because Esau, Edom have pretty much done every possible wicked thing that you can ever do now. You know, I got a quick precept about it. Yeah, this is 2nd Ezra 9, and the point in verse 7. Let me just get to the point. Well, Salakia, let me just start at 1. It said, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand it, that this is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." Yeah, man. So these different prophecies, that was like these different signs on the road, you know. Well, we pretty much get to the end of the road, man, or the end of Esau's rulership. You know, see this place is about to go out with a bang. You know, figuratively and literally, man. You know, all these things that's about to come on the planet Earth is you know, has never been on this major scale, man. You know, you thought the slave trade was horrible. Wait till what's about to come to America. You thought, you know, 70 AD. Well, these things is about to come to this place, man.
Is it?
You know, it's going out with a bang. Everything is going to be heightened. The famine, you know, the famine is going to be heightened here, man. You know what the people every day is 12 o'clock and it's time to eat. It's coming to this place, man. You know, this is a terrible place. The Lord's about to bring upon this place. You got something?
Yeah, I got something back.
Oh, okay, yeah, come on.
This is the book of Daniel 12 and 1. "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there should be a time of trouble, such as never was since a nation."
See, such as never was since a nation. Keep going.
It says, "Even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book."
See, written in the book. See, we hearkening to Yahushua. We abiding in Yahushua, which is he is the embodiment of this book, man.
Is it?
See, we hid ourselves in the Lord, man. You know what I mean? You know, by the way of this knowledge, man.
Is it?
And we were pretty much able to withstand the different elements the Lord brought upon this place by the way it was hearkening to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Lord willing, we part of now and we'll endure to the end, man. But that's what it's about, man.
Is it?
You know, you got some more on that?
No, you got it.
Yeah, kind. It says, this 2 9 and 3 said, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people," and we see that now, man, throughout the planet Earth, man. See, this is just a build up. All of it is a build up, man. You know, it says, "Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning." See, the end game, it had to be written first before it be played out. Now you brought that. Now we see our side of the movie, so to speak. You wanna what's called first person. Yeah, you know what I mean.
It kind. If I mean, like the movies that's building up the end game, it was different movies. It was different movies like Avengers and all that. It was building up to that one point, man.
Yep.
And that's just like the scriptures. All the scriptures is building up to the day of the Lord, man.
Yep.
You know, and, you know, it's like subplots in it, but the main part is what Yahweh Shem Yahushua coming, man.
That's it.
You know.
Yep. That's it. Yep. It says, and that's part of the signs. They say, all right, you 10 miles from here, 5 miles forward, and then, you know, welcome to, you know what I mean? Welcome to the kingdom, man.
Is it?
That's these different prophecies coming to pass. You know, and that's when we see that too. 1 mile left to the kingdom. You know what I mean? That's when everything is gonna speed up, man.
Is it?
You know? Because it's an hour, so it takes a minute. It's just a certain period of time. You know, 6 months. However, the Lord got it set up. But guess what? That's what we're looking for. That money crashing, out here breaking loose, the chip mandated, and then whatever the next thing to look for is the Lord, man.
Is it?
Yahweh Shema Shine, the salvation and the discretion of this place, man. You know, you got something real quick or what?
You got something to take there.
Yeah, the point is like verse 7, you know, but
Yeah, okay.
We get what you got.
Yeah, this is the book of Saint Matthew 24, and I'm gonna start at verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "And ye shall have wars and rumors of wars.
Mm-hmm.
See that ye be not troubled, for all things must come to pass, but the end is not yet."
See, but the end is not yet, man. See, these is just the beginning of the sorrows, man. You know, and it said that they're not mindful of the scourges.
Yeah.
See, all these things are coming, and people like, you know what, Tebas, Buddha, or whatever. But no, it's Yahweh Shem Shai. See, they're not acknowledging Yahweh Shem Shai, which he's known for his judgments, man. Well, he had the name Al-Sajah, man. You know why? Because how the Lord, how he get down, man. When he judges, man. And the people not acknowledging it, man. You know? And when it ultimately come here, man, you ain't gonna have no choice but to say you gotta be. You know what I mean?
It gotta be the Lord.
You know what I mean? You know, you gotta.
Verse 7, it says, "For nation shall rise up against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places." Verse 8, "All these are the beginning of sorrows."
See, this is just the beginning of the sorrows, man. Dealing with the famine, the pestilence, well, you know, pretty soon you're going to hear cases of cannibalism, and after a while, you ain't going to hear it, you're going to see it. You know, guys, they arms blown. It's going to look like a battlefield here, man. You know, straight lashes coming to America, man. You know, by the way of these different plagues, man. And the only thing that's going to keep us in this day is Yahweh Shem Shai, by the way the Lord's going to lift up a standard, you know, but it takes belief, man. Believe that these things are coming, and when they do come, hey, man, the Lord's going to do a marvelous work, man. You know? You got something? Okay. Yeah, this is verse 5. It says, "For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so, the times also the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs." See, this is going to be the Lord. You know, like I said earlier, it's going to go out with a bang. You know, all the way back to the family and all that, and it's just going to dump fire all over this place. By the way, the missiles, man.
Is it?
It got a point though. It says, "And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed." See, we're going to be able to escape these things. Why? Because we have believed the words in the book, man. The prophecies that was written in the book, man. Because they are faithful and true. You know? So the ones that don't believe that these things are coming, they're going to die in their unbelief, man. Just like how Noah, the days of Noah, which drowning, man, that's like one of the worst ways to die, man. That wasn't a swift death. They suffered, man. And that's how it is going to be in America. People are going to suffer, man. Why? Because they didn't believe in Yahweh Shem Shai. Their ways are totally contrary to the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai. You know? It says, "Shall be reserved from the said perils, see, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I sanctified them for me from the beginning." See, so that's why we got to hope and pray we part of that righteous number, man. Because this is already played out. It already happened. You know, we just got to hope that we're the ones that sang in the song of Moses at the end, man. You know what I mean? With the white garments that receive that white stone. You know, we just got to hope and pray that we part of that number. You know, and make it, and you said make your calling and lesson sure, man.
Is it?
But the point is that we're going to be preserved from the said perils. What the perils was said throughout the scriptures. You know? See, this time, we're in a time where the Lord is not going to prolong his word. See, what Ezekiel was talking about back then, it was phenomenal, man. With Jeremiah, Isaiah, Daniel, you know, like Daniel 12:1. This is that time, man. You know, you got
I got some back here. This is the book of Psalms 91, verse 1. "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty."
And what is that talking about? This knowledge, man. This is the secret place of the Lord, man. You know? Because this is all is plain to the holy, man. But the wicked, they can't understand it. It's hidden to them. It's really hidden to the wicked, because you can break it down thoroughly and say, well, the arrows is talking about the missiles, you know what I mean? but they can't see it. This is a secret counsel, man. You got it.
You got something back.
Yeah,
It's all, like you said, it's about faith, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is the book of Ephesians 2 and verse 8.
Ooh.
It says, "For by grace you are saved
Mm-hmm.
through faith, that it is not of yourselves, it is a gift of the Most High."
See, that's the gift of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. See, this is the Lord has extended mercy unto us. This is the Lord is showing mercy unto us, man. By the way, of giving us this knowledge, man. You know, that's mercy, man, from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So this word, you can't take this word light, man. You know, things about to come here. You know, the Lord is about to really show Himself, man. The different you want to call it the comforts of this world is about to be taken away. You know, pretty much you're going to really have to deal. I mean, you know, we already deal with reality, but you know, the people that just at ease, they're gonna have to deal with reality pretty soon, man. Mm-hmm. You know, gonna have to deal with reality pretty soon. You got something else over this morning?
No, it is it on this.
Yeah, so this is a gift from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because like I said something about it earlier. Yeah, America's gonna be destroyed. You put the pre-sales out on it. And he said, well, why are you still here? And we said, well, we're going to be delivered by the chariots. Well, you know, that takes faith, man. That takes faith, man. You know, matter of fact, I got some real quick. This is Hebrews 4 and 2. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. See, this, because this is good news. The Lord is about to pretty much do away with this place. And us getting the kingdom, man. We're going to be the next kings and priests on earth. This is the gospel, man. This is the good news, man.
Is it?
You know, and good news is not always good news for everybody, man. You know, it's good news to the one who it was meant for, man. You know, it says, it said, for unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. See, they didn't profit them. Why? Because they didn't have no faith, man. You know. You rethink yourselves, you doubt, you know, you really didn't believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, which that's just a gift, man. You know, and you can't say, well, yeah, man, I studied and did this and that, and I came to the conclusion. No, man, that was Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. The Lord set up men to portray this message, and it was the Spirit of the Lord. You know, the Lord give you the discernment to see who's right and who's wrong, man. You know that the apostles and elders of Great Millstone have the 100% truth, man.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, you got
me add on that. When Yahweh came to Peter, he said, "Who they say I am?" And they were saying, "Elias and all this." He like, "Who you say I am?" He said, "You the son of the Most High." Yep. And he was like, "Oh, the Most High have revealed it unto you, man." Because the stuff that the Lord revealed unto us, man, it's the will. It's of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Somebody teach you something, and you get that understanding. Yep. Guess what? That's the will of the Lord, man. Mm-hmm. No, and you have faith to believe that breakdown, man. Yep. You really gotta have faith, man. It's just not talk, man. Mm-hmm. You know, it's faith that get mixed in with it, man. Yep. You know.
Yep. Because you really have to be programmed to see it, because you know, like people got an imagination. You know, that's why people came with a Pokemon. Some enter into their thought to say, "This how Pikachu gonna look." You know, the Lord instilled it in us that we could see what the arrows are in the scriptures as a mark of the beast. The Lord put that in us, man, so we can see it. And you like, you know what? That's right, man. I believe that. It makes sense. You know, you got me to get something.
Yeah, you got something?
No, I ain't got nothing.
Let me this the book of Matthew 13 in verse this book of Matthew 13 and verse 16. It says, "Blessed for your eyes for they see, and your ears for they hear."
Let's start at 9. When you see, blessed are your eyes for they see, and your ears for they hear. Why? Because the curse that was on part of 2/3 was that they weren't gonna get this truth, man. They weren't gonna get this truth. See, because it said what would have been for that welfare. Mm-hmm. See, this right here was gonna. This right here is the bridge of salvation, man. You know, this is part of being delivered right here. This is part of being delivered, just knowing that you're Israelite. That's like the first steps, man.
Is it?
You know. So you gotta go jump to 9.
Jump up to 9.
Yeah, jump up to 9. Matter of fact, jump to 1, go to 1, and then jump down to 9.
All right, this is the book of Matthew 13 and verse 1. Mm-hmm. The same day went Yahushua out of the house and sat by the seaside. And great multitudes was gathered together unto him.
See, a great multitude gathered together with him. Keep going.
He continued on, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore.
See, so I want to point out that that great multitude came to the Lord. Now you can jump down to verse 9, because the Lord, He is not meant for everybody, man. So that's why He came and spoke parables, man. So it was just pretty much lingo talk. You know, you in a room with somebody, but you want to make a direct message to a certain somebody. You don't want everybody to know it. You are speaking, and speaking dark sayings, man. Just like, you got an inside joke. It's an inside joke. You could laugh, you could say it in front of everybody, but you the only two that's laughing. You know what I mean? That's how the Lord did with the parables, man. It was on a message for the ones whose ears are open.
Is it?
You got to...
Jump down to verse 9. Who have ears to hear, let them hear.
See, who have ears to hear, let them hear. You got to understand what I was just talking about. That was a parable of the sower, right? See, because it's about your mind. It's what you can comprehend, which this faith we have, the Lord gave us the gift to comprehend what the scriptures are saying, man. And it's true nature, man. It's true understanding. You got it.
Verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, my speakest thou unto them in parables?
Keep going.
He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
See? You see how scary this is, man? Because guess what? Listening to the words of Yahweh Shem Shai is going to deliver you, man. But if you can't get it, the Lord, good is done, man. You can't get this word. That's why I say wisdom shall not enter into a malicious soul. So this is pretty much this is the sword that is going to divide. So if this word is being portrayed unto you, and you can't get it, well, you wicked, man. That's the Lord dividing the house, man. To see who's right, man. Keep going.
Continuing on at verse 13. It's like a continue on in verse 12. It says, For whoso hath to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath.
See? So the Lord is on a certain few that's going to get it, man. You can go get to the point on that.
Jump down.
Yeah, that's pretty much the point. Yeah, I'm going to get to 16.
All right, come. Jump down to verse 16. Blessed are your eyes for they see, and your ears for they hear.
See? Meaning what we can see and understand what the scripture's saying now. By the way, the Lord using these men as the vessels to portray His word, man. And we hearken unto it, man. That's just like hearing the trumpet. If you deaf and a fire alarm go off,
you gone.
You messed up. Let's just say it wasn't no lights to indicate that something happening. But if that fire alarm going off and you can't hear it, you done with, man. Or if you can't see as well, you have no strength at all, man. What's his name? Helen Keller? You know what I mean? That's the most helpless. Come on, man. You not aware of the things that's coming. To see you gotta have what you can see in front of you. You can hear the songs creeping up. Well, if you ain't got the understanding of the scriptures, you not at a sense of urgency in this time. Hey, man, it's a good riddance. You know what I mean? But this is the gift of Yahweh Shem Shai that we can see this now, man.
Is it?
Through the spirit power of Yahweh Shem Shai. You got something?
No, that was it on it.
That was it?
Yeah.
No, that's all. That's all. Okay. Yeah, so with that argument, we just hope it was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And say shalom to the elect that sees word and all truth and sincerity.
DTA, Abba, Baba.
Now we.